ProPhoto Grids make it easy for you to insert an attractive-looking group of image-based links into a blog post, a WordPress page, or any widget area. Different types of grids allow you to show off and link to different types of content, including a group of the most recently published posts from your blog, a hand-picked group of posts or pages, some ProPhoto galleries you want to feature, archive pages for each category of posts on your site, a group of the most recent posts from an individual post category, or custom uploaded grid thumbnail images, and they can link to any URL on the internet. The appearance of your ProPhoto grids can differ dramatically based on your choice of layout and style and customization options. All ProPhoto grids are displayed in one of two major layouts, cropped or masonry. In cropped layout grids, thumbnail images are cropped to a consistent aspect ratio. This creates a uniform pattern with evenly lined up rows and columns. Cropped grid thumbnails default to a standard horizontal 3:2 image ratio, but you can override this setting to achieve a different look. Masonry grid layouts have a consistent column width, but the thumbnails aren't cropped. They're simply scaled to fit in the column. This produces the non-uniform brick-like appearance made popular by the social media site Pinterest. Because rows are not lined up in masonry-style grids, it can sometimes seem that the individual grid elements are out of order. They're not really out of order at all. Rather, they're positioned from left to right, like a cropped grid, when possible, while always filling the shortest available column first, as shown in this example. Every grid you create also gets a specific style. With the text below style, the grid item title and other information is always visible beneath the thumbnail image. With the overlaid text on rollover style, all you see is the thumbnail image until the item is hovered over, revealing an overlay with text and other information. The exact appearance of grid styles can be customized a great deal through the ProPhoto Customize area. You can control the text color, font, size, and other styling, plus set things like image drop shadows, borders, rounded corners, spacing between grid items, and more. While grid layout and grid style control the appearance of your grid, the grid type controls the actual content in your grid. There are several different grid types to choose from. Each allows you to show off and link to different types of content. Recent posts grids show a fixed number of your most recent blog posts. This grid will update automatically as you publish new posts, so it's always up to date. For the grid item thumbnail images, ProPhoto will use the first image it finds in each blog post, or the post's featured image if you set it. Posts which do not have any images will use a fallback thumbnail image that you can control in the grid customization area. Recent posts from category grids are identical to recent post grids, except they display only the most recently published posts from one blog post category. This can be useful if you want a grid to highlight recent posts of one type, like weddings. A categories grid shows one grid item thumbnail for each of your blog post categories. The grid item link will take visitors to the requested categories archive page, offering a convenient way for your users to get straight to the category of blog posts that interests them the most. As you add new categories, ProPhoto automatically keeps this grid up to date, so it always reflects all of your blog post categories. The image used for each category grid item will be the first or the featured image in the most recent post in that category. This means your category grid will constantly be changing and updating its appearance as you add new posts to various categories. Or, if you choose, you can upload and set a static custom image to represent each category, like this. Galleries grids take visitors to specific ProPhoto galleries that you've created. Select which galleries you want to show by dragging each of them from the Available area into the Selected area, and reorder them as desired. Set how many columns should be used for your grid, and the number of rows will depend on how many galleries you choose to show. You can even control how your galleries should be displayed when viewed. Choose the display type you want here. Selected Posts and Pages grids let you create a grid composed of links to individual posts and pages. It's similar to the Recent Posts grid type, except that it does not automatically pull in your recent posts. Instead, you get to handpick which posts and pages you want. If you have a lot of posts to sift through, you can filter them, or use the Search All option to search by title. This gives you a ton of flexibility to selectively highlight certain posts, or create special access to certain special posts, like, for example, a client gallery viewing area. Custom grids are a great way to link to other places on the internet, because you can set the URL link directly for each thumbnail image. Need to feature a group of vendors or sponsors on your site? Upload a thumbnail for each. A URL link, enter a title, and an optional description for a slick effect. To place a ProPhoto grid in any page or blog post, click the ProPhoto dropdown and select the New Grid option. In the pop-up window, make your ProPhoto grid choices, including grid type, grid style, grid layout, and any other options, and click Insert Grid. You'll see a simple grid placeholder in your editing area. This placeholder represents where the grid will be shown. When you publish or update, your new grid will be seen when you view that post or page. You can come back anytime and click the buttons to edit or delete your grid. You can also insert grids anywhere widgets can be used, like the sidebar, or your footer, or even the bio area. Navigate to the WordPress Widgets screen and drag a ProPhoto Grid widget into the desired area. Customize your grid widget however you like, the same way you do for posts and pages. And then save your changes. ProPhoto can also be customized to use Grid View for showing post excerpts. By default, excerpts display as a short amount of text plus an optional thumbnail image, but you can choose to display your excerpts as a grid in any of the available layouts and styles. Simply go to the Excerpts area of ProPhoto and choose to display your excerpts as a grid. This can be a convenient and attractive alternative to show off archives of older posts, or even your main blog content. You can use ProPhoto Grids to add a great-looking effect to your site, while making it even easier for your visitors to get to your content. To learn more about how to customize each grid setting, use the Help buttons within ProPhoto, or visit our support site for more help.